Okay, flat friends, here's 10 minutes or thereabouts of core training. First thing we're doing is this is called a pelvic tilt, and the idea is that we tuck the bum under, feel a stretch in the lower back, and then rock the pelvic bone back again, feeling a stretch in the tummy muscles. It's a really muscular move. You don't have to alter your breathing, but just tuck your bum under and then stick your bum back out again. I know it looks dodgy, but this is one way of really starting to engage muscles around the tummy, also in the lower back as well. From there, we're going to do something called a TVA hold. So we're going to draw our tummy muscles in and then gently relax them. This again is nothing to do with breathing. Keep your breath regular. But can you try and draw your belly button towards your spine and then gently let the muscles go? I'm doing this 10 times. Suck the belly muscles in and then gently relax them. Okay, 10 of those, and then there's nothing to see on this film, but could you do 10 of the little pelvic floor Kegel holds that Caroline Green taught us all about in Leamington Spa? Next, I'm going to do a move called a halo. I'm going to take a weight that I can comfortably lift above my head and move around my head, and then with both hands on the weight, take it towards one ear, round the back of the head, to the other ear, and then in front of you. I'm going to go in alternate directions, just wrapping this weight all the way around my head. I'm sitting tall. I'm trying to keep my back long, my neck relaxed, and to not shrug my shoulders. This can really challenge our range of motion, particularly after surgery to the lymph nodes. But make this move as big as you can and actually do it as slowly as you can, as long as it feels comfortable. We could do this standing, seated, or even kneeling. If you do this kneeling on the floor, it will work your tummy muscles even more. 10 of these, 5 in each direction. And then a move where we're going to wrap the weight around our body rather than our head. And you can see me hesitate here because I need a weight that's a little bit lighter than the one I started with. So I've gone down a weight. I'm going to sit tall. Again, bring the neck, lengthen the neck, try not to shrug. Try and lengthen the back and feel a gentle stretch in the tummy muscles. The weight goes behind me, pass it into the other hand, and then in front of me. I'm going to do 5 in one direction, 5 in the other. This again works very well standing as well as seated, taking it all the way around the body. Try to keep maximum length in your spine if you can. Really stand tall. It will make the tummy muscles do even more work for you. From there, we're going to hold the weight in both hands and do a move called the wood chop, going from one hip to above the head, past the opposite shoulder. Use both arms on this if you can, so push the weight upward with your lower hand, but also pull it with the upper hand. So you're using the arms equally, and you should feel your tummy muscles working with a little twist to help you do this. Again, we're going to do 10, we're going to do 5 on each side, and we could do this seated, standing, or kneeling. Next, we're going to take a heavier weight, a weight that we can comfortably hold between both hands, and we're going to do a move called a swing. So, keeping the back straight, slightly hold the tummy muscles, and then can you let this weight swing down between both knees and then bring it up in front of your chest, holding the tummy muscles and controlling this weight so it stops at shoulder height. The hips are going back. There's a bit of movement in the knees, but we're not bending the back. Okay, you should feel this in your tummy muscles. From then, I'm going to pick up a second heavy weight. Again, a weight as heavy as I am willing to use today. Choose a weight as heavy as you're willing to use today. and we're doing something called a deadlift. This is an adapted version of a deadlift that's suitable for dumbbells, and it's really helpful for strengthening the backs of our bodies. I've put this in this routine deliberately because if we're training the core, we have to think about our backs as well as our fronts. So the knees are slightly bent, they're soft, but they're not being used. Keep the weights near to your body, keep them close to the front of your thighs, and you only need to take these low enough to go just beneath the kneecap. Don't need to go too low with that move at all. And then using just one weight, and I'm going to go a little bit lighter because I'm going to have to hold it above my head. So stand tall, really stretch through your ribs, through your back, and then can you hold the weight above your head in one hand and do a really slow knee lift, like a slow march, trying to keep the length in the back, the length in the neck. Hold the weight steady. We've deliberately only got it in one hand to slightly offset our balance because that's going to make the tummy muscles work harder to support us. So a slow knee lift, as slow as you can. Make the move as big as you can. Change arms when you need to and draw the knee up towards the chest, trying to really get a sense of the muscles beneath the waist, lower than the waist. They're the ones that are bringing that knee up for us, but we're doing it with as much stability as we can. I'm demonstrating this exercise standing because I think it's clearer to see, it's a clearer demonstration. But if you were exercising in a chair, you could do this one, most certainly. Next, we're down on the floor doing something called toe taps. This is the way into doing core strength exercises. On the floor, you could do it on a bed, on a sofa. And the deal here is that we begin by tapping alternate heels quite close to the bum. So we're not stretching out. This is a relatively small move. What we need to do, though, is do this in a way that doesn't cause any part of the back to leave the floor. All of your spine should stay in contact with the floor. If a toe tap feels okay, then try tapping one foot towards the floor and the opposite hand over your head. So it's called a dead bug, and your right hand and your left foot move at the same time, and then the reverse. And just like with the toe tap, start this as a small move. Let your feet and your hands land close to the body, and then as you become familiar with it, make it a bigger move. I'm using hand weights here, which is a third development on from that original move to make it more hard work on my tummy muscles. From then, we're going on to hands and knees. You want to make sure that your knees are beneath your hips and your hands are on the floor beneath your shoulders. And we're doing a move called a Superman, where opposing limbs. So here I'm using my left hand and my right leg. Stretch them away from the body as far as you can, keeping a straight line or aiming for a straight line between your arms, your spine and your back. Okay, stretch as far away as you can and then bring the limbs back. If you can do this without your knee and your hand touching the floor in between moves, all the better. It will work the tummy muscles more. We change sides, and when I do it on the second side, I'm going to do it with a weight just to show that this can also be enhanced. We can make it harder work by having a hand weight. This is a light weight, but add that into your hand if you want to make this even more of a challenge on your tummy muscles. Next are mountain climbers, which we're doing using a chair, and I'm walking one knee towards the same elbow, second knee towards the second one. So right knee up towards right elbow, left to left. Trying to hold the tummy muscles, try not to have too much of a bend in my hip, and here I'm using a chair. Likewise, I'm going to do a plank where we stand with our bodies as flat as we can, straight line between or ideally down the neck, through the spine and into the hips. I'm deliberately doing this on a chair because it's an easier ask than doing it on the floor. But if you're used to doing a plank, you may well do that. Similarly, a middle ground is to do this on our elbows. You'll feel your tummy muscles twitched. I'm using a watch. I've done this for 30 seconds. But do whatever feels right for you for today. It's a challenging move, this one. And then a similar move called a shoulder tap. I've just jumped my feet to be apart from each other to hold me more stable. And then ideally without too much rocking, I'm tapping one hand across to the opposite shoulder and then the other. Again, this doesn't look like much, but you will really feel this in your tummy muscles. Just so you can see what it looks like from the front. Now again, I'm doing this on a chair deliberately because it's the easiest way to begin doing this move, but if you're confident to, you could do this with your hands on the floor. Be cautious with this if you experience lymphoedema. We need to build up very gently to all of these positions where we're face down with our weight on our hands. And then, just for a little fun, I have a Swiss ball. A lot of people have them, but they don't know what to do with them. And I use it as an office chair. And I like it because it's playful. I like it because I can sit and try and take one foot off the floor. And that in itself, it's playful, it's silly. I do it if I'm on the phone. I use the ball and just kind of play around, see if I can balance on it. It's really good core strength training. If you've got one of these, have a go on it. Try playing around with it. The important thing is to not let your back bend, to hold it long. Try a slow, gentle march. Try taking one foot off the floor at any time. Or just have a play, whatever you want to do. But this is 12 minutes of core strength training, folks. Very, very well done.